Eat healthier, lose weight, get the ideal body for the summer. Be one of the few people who can fulfill their New Year's resolutions. Today, you're going to discover 5 diets and choose which one is the best for you. So at the end of the video, you will find out how to get a completely free weekly meal plan of your favorite diet. Let's get into it.
If it is hard for you to lose weight and you can't find the right diet for you, don't worry. It's not your fault. Nowadays, there's so much information on the internet on how to lose weight and dieting. So it is very easy to get confused and not get to choose the right options for you. In this particular video, we will show you all about keto diet to let you know if this diet is good for you or not. What is the keto diet? On a keto diet, you eat fewer carbohydrates, maintain a moderate protein intake, and may increase your fat intake. When you reduce the intake of carbs, it puts the body in a metabolic state called ketosis. But what is ketosis? Ketosis is the process where the fat from your body and from what you eat is consumed to produce energy. When you eat too little carbs or too little calories, your liver produces ketones from fat. These ketones serve as a fuel source for the entire body, especially the brain. What do doctors say this diet can improve? Lose weight, appetite control, health improvements such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes or Alzheimer's disease, energy and mental performance, improves digestive problems, greater physical resistance. How much weight will you lose on this diet? Most people lose between 1 and 2 kilograms the first week, and after this week, it's normal to lose around 0.5 kilograms, although there are people who lose weight faster. What foods are included in this diet? The keto diet includes the intake of fat, protein, and carbohydrates within the following ranges: 60 to 75% fats, 15 to 30% proteins, and 5 to 10% carbohydrates. So, what can you eat? Vegetables like avocado or broccoli, fruits like raspberries or strawberries, nuts like hazelnuts or walnuts, high-fat dairy and healthy oils like butter or olive oil, meat and fish such as chicken or salmon. And what should you avoid eating? You should avoid eating more than 50 grams of carbohydrates and/or starchy foods a day. So you should avoid foods such as pasta, bread, sweets, rice and potatoes, and fruits such as bananas. What about drinks? Avoid sodas and other sugary drinks. Water is the best option, but you can also have coffee and tea without adding sugar. Don't worry, we got your back. It is not as difficult as it seems. In the description of this video, you can find a link to get a keto diet weekly meal plan for free. And also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the new diet and workout techniques to lose weight. But what are the cons of the diet? The first week on this diet, you may experience some of these symptoms: headache, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, lack of motivation, irritability. But you can reduce or even get rid of these symptoms by making sure to consume enough water and salt. An easy way to do this is to have a cup of broth 1 to 2 times a day.
Look at these before and after images. They all have followed the paleo diet, and these were their results. Want to achieve these results just as they did? Keep watching this video to find out how. For years now, there has been constant buzz about this amazing diet. Thousands lend their testimonies to the popular eating plan, swearing that it has changed their life for the better. But what is the paleo diet? How does it work? And why do so many people swear by it? The whole point of the paleo diet is to emulate the eating behaviors of our hunter-gatherer ancestors. Now, why would you want to do that? Haven't we advanced by leaps and bounds since then? Well, one would think. But our great to the umpteenth time great-grandparents didn't struggle like we do with things like diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. This was partly due to their diet. To eat like they ate. Paleo dieters fill their meals with simple recipes of meats, fish, eggs, fruits and vegetables, tubers like potatoes and turnips, nuts and seeds, healthy fats, and a few spices. Did you notice what's missing from that list? If you go on the paleo diet, you'll be staying away from grains, legumes like beans, dairy, certain vegetable oils, trans fats, artificial sweeteners, and especially highly processed foods. Our ancestors did not have easy access to these things, and some of them wouldn't be invented for thousands of years. Arguably, they were healthier for it. Using some more modern terminology, this diet philosophy will have you eating nutrient-rich foods that don't have a lot of empty calories, which do little more than stay in your body as stored fat. It's high in protein and low in carbs and processed foods. When possible, people on the paleo diet eat natural and organic foods. And why all of these strict rules? The thinking behind the paleo diet is that the foods it prescribes are what the human body is most optimized to consume. Sticking to the diet, then, is said to be one component of a truly healthy lifestyle. How much weight will I lose on the paleo diet? Everybody reacts to diets differently. What does work for one person might not be an ideal solution for another, and so I can't answer this question with a guaranteed number. However, numerous studies have demonstrated a definite link between the paleo diet and weight loss. Studies have generally shown an average of about 1 to 1.5 kilograms of weight loss per month on the paleo diet. Slow and steady weight loss like that is one of the healthiest ways to adjust your fat content. But if it sounds too low for you, don't lose hope. Your rate of weight loss can go up and down from that number depending on your calorie intake and level of activity. If you want to get started losing weight on the paleo diet today, click the link in the description for a free sample paleo diet meal plan. And be sure to subscribe for all sorts of health tips to help you along on your weight loss journey. What are the pros and cons of the paleo diet? Like every other eating plan, the paleo diet has its pros and cons, and is not for everyone. The advantages of the paleo diet are big pluses though. Healthy weight loss, improved blood pressure, lower triglycerides, and improved appetite management are among the many advantages of the paleo diet that could be considered pros. We can add to that the fact that the paleo diet is based on healthy and natural foods. You won't have to choke down artificial supplements and shakes to be on this diet. But there are some disadvantages as well. The paleo diet excludes some foods like whole grains that are genuinely healthy and beneficial when consumed in the right way. It can be difficult to follow for people with various diet restrictions, and it is somewhat more expensive than other dietary plans. If you're hoping to follow paleo with no cheats, family gatherings and dinner with friends are going to be tough. Certainly, there are some things to consider before going on the paleo diet, but so many have found that the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. Maybe paleo is right for you too. So what do you think about the paleo diet? Intermittent diet. This diet has become very popular among celebrities, so much so that some of them just can't stop with this diet. Just look at this. Jennifer Lopez. My favorite method is to fast for 12 to 18 hours in a row, and at eating periods, I avoid sugars and processed foods, and that makes me feel better. Chris Hemsworth. I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting now, eating between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. I've found that it dramatically increased my energy levels. I've found that once you get over the initial shock in the first week or two of not eating as regularly, your body kicks into a different state. I've found myself eating less calories but not feeling starved. Jennifer Aniston. I do intermittent fasting, so there's no food in the morning. I noticed a big difference in going without solid food for 16 hours. Would you like to get the body of any of these celebrities? Let's find out what this diet is all about. What is the intermittent diet? The intermittent diet basically consists of alternating periods of fasting with periods of eating. There are different types of intermittent fasting. The best known is the 16-8 fast. Then we have the 24-hour fast and others such as the 12-12 or 5-2 methods. This is how they work. 16-8. The 16-8 is a method where you make fasting periods of 16 hours, followed by periods of eating for 8 hours. If, for example, we had the first meal at 2 p.m., we would eat all our calories between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m., and then we would fast for the next 16 hours. 24-hour method. It is based on fasting periods of 24 hours, followed by another 24 hours in which you can eat freely, like any other day. It can also be a 48-hour fast. But don't do this too often. It is about alternating fasting days and eating days. Also, in days you can eat freely, try to avoid sugars and processed foods. 12-12 method. It's about having 2 meals a day separated by 12 hours. For example, you could have breakfast at 8 a.m. and dinner at 8 p.m. 5-2 method. The idea is that for 2 days a week, you reduce your calorie intake to a maximum of 500 to 600 calories a day. The days do not have to be consecutive. The other 5 days, you can eat whatever you want, keeping it healthy. What can you eat on this diet? If you are just starting on the intermittent diet, you probably get anxious during fasting periods and want to eat everything you find in the fridge. To avoid this, it is better to choose foods rich in protein and fiber and avoid carbohydrates in the periods when you are allowed to eat. Foods rich in protein and fiber are digested very slowly, so we will feel full for much longer and we will not starve. They are also very healthy. But the best option when you have already gotten used to this diet and you're not so hungry in the fasting periods is to eat in a balanced way. Your plate should be half vegetables, a quarter meat or fish, and the other quarter potatoes, bread, rice, or pasta. And for dessert, fruit or yogurt. And whenever you can, avoid processed and pre-cooked foods. How much weight will I lose on the intermittent diet? Normally, we see positive results in about 10 weeks, although it depends on the basal metabolic rate of each person and the type of intermittent diet they are following. The truth is that you can lose between 3 and 5 kilograms in that period of time. What happens if you don't eat for a week and only drink water? Or what happens if you only eat once a day? Find it all out by clicking right here. And be sure to subscribe for all sorts of health tips to help you along on your healthy life journey. What are the pros and cons of this diet? Pros. Number 1, reduces inflammation. Number 2, it helps improve our cholesterol. Number 3, it helps limit the growth of cancer cells. Number 4, it also helps improve insulin sensitivity and improve the use of glucose as an energy substrate. Cons. Number 1, fasting causes hunger and stress, so your good mood could be affected. Number 2, after 4 hours of fasting, your body will consume the glucose that your brain needs, causing dizziness and fatigue. Number 3, prolonged fasting irritates the stomach. Number 4, skipping breakfast causes headaches, increases fatigue, and makes you more irritable. So you have to find the right fasting method for you in order to not suffer from this. If any of the diets that you have seen have already convinced you, you can click right here and see a more complete video of your favorite diet, and also get your weekly meal plan there. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell if you want to know how to start a healthy life. Mediterranean diet. This diet is considered the healthiest diet in the world. It is basically a lifestyle. Do you want to get into the Mediterranean world through this fantastic diet? Keep watching this video to learn everything about this diet and to also get your completely free Mediterranean meal plan. So, what is the Mediterranean diet? The Mediterranean diet is based on the ingredients of local agriculture in the Mediterranean countries, mainly Spain and Italy. It is not the diet they follow nowadays, but the diet they followed back in the 60s, based on local and seasonal foods, mainly nuts, fruits and vegetables, cereals, seeds, potatoes, and legumes. It's all about reducing the intake amount of meat and carbohydrates and increasing the intake of plant-based foods and healthy fats. The Mediterranean diet was declared intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. It is considered one of the best diets because food is consumed in a healthy and balanced way. What can you eat on this diet? Number 1. Olive oil. It is the most essential oil of Mediterranean's cuisine, and it is very rich in vitamin E. Number 2. Plant-based foods. Vegetables, fruits, legumes, and nuts are the main source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber in the Mediterranean diet. Fresh fruit is the usual dessert. It is also a good alternative to eat as a snack. Number 3. Cereals. The daily intake of bread and foods from cereals, such as pasta or rice, is essential for the diet, but do not exceed the intake of it. Number 4. Dairy products. Dairy products are excellent sources of protein and vitamins. Number 5. Fresh meat. It is recommended to eat 3 to 4 servings of meat a week and take it with vegetables and cereals. This type of meat could be, for example, chicken or turkey. Number 6. Eggs. Although in recent years the intake of eggs has been associated with cholesterol, the truth is that the consumption of eggs is well matched with a heart-healthy diet, as long as they are eaten in moderation. Number 7. Fish. Oily fish is recommended at least once or twice a week. Number 8. Water. Water is the most essential drink in the Mediterranean diet. You should drink between 1.5 and 2 liters of water daily. Number 9. Fresh and organic products. Low-processed, fresh, and seasonal foods are best suited. It is important to take advantage of seasonal products since, especially in the case of fruits and vegetables, it allows us to consume them at their best, both in terms of nutrient supply and their flavor. How much weight will I lose with the Mediterranean diet? First of all, we must say that the Mediterranean diet is not a direct method of losing weight in a strict sense. It is a lifestyle in which you adhere to very healthy eating habits, and thanks to that, you regulate your weight by removing everything that can make you gain weight or even make you sick. Studies confirm that the Mediterranean diet results in similar weight loss and cardiovascular risk factor level reduction as compared to diets in overweight or obese individuals trying to lose weight. Do you want to know what the top 10 healthiest diets in the world are? Find out by clicking right here. And be sure to subscribe for all sorts of healthy tips to help you along on your healthy life journey. Also, if you want a completely free meal plan for this diet, make sure to click in the link below. So, what are the pros and cons of this diet? Pros. Number 1. Delays aging. Number 2. Fights obesity. Number 3. Protects against cardiovascular diseases. Number 4. It reduces the symptoms of menopause. Cons. Number 1. Limited meat intake. Number 2. It takes time to cook all the meals. Number 3. Reduces iron levels. This type of diet provides low levels of iron to the body, which is why it is necessary to eat foods rich in iron or vitamin C. Number 4. Be careful. You can gain weight. Even though olive oil is one of the most important foods in this diet, we should not abuse its intake, especially if our goal is to lose weight. So what do you think about the Mediterranean diet? Want to give it a try? DASH diet. Many diets promise weight loss in a very short time, but most of them are not healthy. Whether you're a person with hypertension, or if you want to lose weight in a much healthier way, this diet is for you. Let's start. So, what is the DASH diet? The diet was originally created to help reduce high blood pressure. It was found that this diet was closely related to blood pressure. So apart from being good for people with hypertension, it is also recommended for overweight people, diabetics, and for those who simply want to lose weight in a healthy way without going hungry. This diet is based on consuming vegetables, fruits, and low-fat dairy. In addition, it is about being able to include good amounts of fiber, magnesium, and calcium, so whole grains are usually included. But in this diet, it's more important to pay attention to the things you should not eat. The DASH diet does not recommend consuming saturated fats and avoiding those foods that provide added sugars. According to various professionals' opinions, this type of diet could be considered the healthiest way to lose weight. What can you eat on this diet? Some professionals claim that you can eat foods from all the food groups, but you will include, to a greater extent, foods that are naturally low in salt, cholesterol, and saturated fat. It will also include foods that are rich in potassium, calcium, magnesium, and fiber. And they normally recommend the following amounts if you're just starting out on this diet: 4 to 5 servings a day of vegetables, 4 to 5 servings a day of fruits, 2 to 3 servings a day of fat-free or low-fat dairy products, such as milk and yogurt, 6 to 8 servings a day of grains, preferably whole grains, 2 servings or less per day of fish, lean meats, and poultry, 4 to 5 servings a week of legumes, seeds, and nuts, 2 to 3 servings a day of fats and oils, less than 5 servings a week of sweets or added sugars, such as jelly, hard candy, maple syrup, and sugar. The portions also depend on if you're trying to lose weight and on your level of activity. If you are trying to lose weight, stay active and try to eat fewer portions. And if you're already a very active person and need it, you can increase the number of servings a little. Do you want to know which 7 fruits have the least sugar and which fruit burns the most fat? Find out by clicking right here. How much weight will I lose with the DASH diet? When starting a diet, there's always a common question: how much weight can I lose? If you exercise more, you can reduce more kilograms. That's obvious. Although your metabolism and the functioning of your body greatly influence your weight loss, the most important aspect of this diet is that you lose weight in a healthy way. With this diet, you can lose up to 1.5 kilograms in 7 days. But once again, it depends on your metabolism. Hey, be sure to subscribe for all sorts of health tips. Also, if you want a completely free meal plan for this diet, make sure to click on the link below. So, what are the pros and cons of this diet? Pros. Number 1. Drastically reduce sodium consumption. It is replaced by fruits and vegetables rich in potassium. Number 2. It has a scientific basis because it is endorsed by cardiologists and nutritionists. Number 3. It lowers your blood pressure efficiently because of the eating style you follow. Number 4. Although the reason is unknown, certain types of cancer have seen a decrease in risk. Number 5. Use fresh spices as well as organic foods for seasoning. Number 6. Although it's not a diet that was designed to lose weight, it does help you lose weight very effectively. Cons. Number 1. This diet takes time because it promotes the preparation of food at home. Number 2. If you like to consume instant soups or pasta, forget it, because they are high in sodium, and that is not a part of this diet. Number 3. If you're a fan of mustard, ketchup, and smoked meats, you have to eliminate them completely. So, what do you think about the DASH diet? Want to give it a try? What has been your favorite diet? Leave it in the comments, and then get the weekly meal plan you like the most by clicking on the link in the description. If you want to know more about dieting, check out this playlist. Your answers could be right there. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to know when we have uploaded more content on how to start a healthy life. See you!